Hello and welcome to the Just for Gamers video game podcast. Episode 169, Americana. Woo-wee. In this week's episode, we go to town on the games. JfG Ash gets into the Switch.
Bought lots of Switch games, hasn't he?
JfG Alex sees Jack Bauer and the boys. There's comedy going on at Bethesda.
Whoops.
And finally, Funk is balls deep in Ark.
Aren't we all, buddy? Hello and welcome to the JfG podcast. This is episode 169. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, how you doing there?
Hey buddy, yeah, as always, feeling good on a Wednesday. Yeah, sparkling thoughts give me the motherfucking hope to go on. 69, dude.
169,
It's been 100 episodes since I made that joke.
Absolutely.
How does that make you feel?
Then. It doesn't.
You feel nothing.
Not at this stage in my life, buddy. No, I mean, perhaps I'll get that feeling back one day, but to be honest, it's all just been beaten out of me at this point.
Well,
not physically, of course.
Oh. We can only hope.
We can only hope.
Physical beating's the best kind of beating.
It's my favourite. What have you been up to, buddy? Anything interesting to tell us all about?
Obviously not, but we'll go through the agenda that's on the list that I have to talk about anyway. Yep.
Go on then.
The weekend happened. Stuff happened at the weekend. It was sunny. It was my son's end of season football ceremony. They got a medal for being in a team. That's great news for the world today, getting achievements for absolutely nothing. I'm a big fan of it. But they did get if you listened to the show, remember a while ago, I ended up going to the Forest. Not the Forest, but, the City Ground, Nottingham Forest Stadium. And seeing the Forest, obviously, because they won, the Fair Play Award. So they got, extra medals and stuff for that, which was kind of cool. It was nice. Did a bit of daytime drinking, had a pint of carling, and kind of enjoyed it. I was like, all right. Because, at the club there he plays, they have, an adult team, a senior team, I guess it's called. And they've got, a clubhouse and shit, and a bar in there. I'm like, yeah, I'll have daytime drinking here. Fuck it, that sounds cool to me. So I did.
Couple of biatches.
But yeah, I didn't mind the pint of carling. I thought, fucking hell, it's either that or Foster's. So, I mean, can't go wrong, really.
It's an absolute no-brainer.
Anything else would have been better, but didn't have that option. I guess water or, other soft drinks. Could have had wine, I reckon. But it's probably warm and shit.
I don't know about that.
I know. I would have also looked a bit fruity with a glass of wine when all these other football dads are like, yeah, beer. But I love beer. I'm like, yeah, I like beer, but this is piss water.
Yeah.
Just said, oh, thanks.
That's fair.
Thanks, MacBook. I did mute you, but you decided to make the noise anyway. That's fine.
Sometimes that's what happens with Apple products.
They just do what they want,
They do their own thing.
Yeah.
David S. Pumpkins, yeah.
There was more football to be had on Sunday, the day of football. Well, to be honest, actually, every day is football day at the moment, which is good. But the good thing about Sunday is I'm not at work, and therefore I can drink all day, which I did. And that was fun. Watch the football and continue to drink until about 1 a.m. Monday was eventful at work. I didn't feel too good. Let's put it that way.
No. Yeah, that's a dangerous game you're playing there.
Well, had to be done, mate. 6-1, wasn't it? Win him.
It was a special time. What happened?
I don't know.
Lord.
I made a joke of we're going to win 5-0 earlier in the day. And I was like, shit, we're 5-0 at half time. I hope we don't score any goals now. And fucking, we did.
Drew the second half. Classic England.
I know, right?
We're still
Job
still
was
moaning
done.
about
it was fine.
It was all good, yeah.
Yeah, who cares anyway?
We got everyone over tomorrow for the Belgium game, buddy. Although,
waffles.
you know, we were worried about the fact that England, maybe they should try and finish second so they don't have to play Germany.
Fuck those guys.
Germany went out today,
Wow.
losing 2-0 to South Korea. So.
That will happen when, you know, your goalkeeper comes up and starts playing as a midfielder.
Yes. Yes.
I was
There
very
you
happy
go.
when that happened.
I was happy as well because he's a fucking bellend.
He is a
Manuel
bellend.
Neuer.
He is. You're
So,
absolutely
I
right.
was very pleased.
Yeah.
Gibbons. Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Switch this
I
week.
bet you have.
I wonder why. Who would have
I don't
thought
know,
that
buddy.
come? I don't know why either. Yeah.
What on earth?
Suddenly, I've got a
What's happened?
shitload of games to talk about for some
Where did they
unknown.
oh my good lord!
I just went out on a big shopping spree and bought
you just
like
splashed the
6
cash.
games. You know, like you do.
like you always do.
I
Yeah.
fucking flush with cash me, you know. Just waste it. Mainly on alcohol and games. But that is
Known
also
for it.
true. That is what
It's
I
actually
spend
true. Yeah.
most of my money on, yeah.
I'll go with you.
I've been really enjoying the Switch. If you've got kids, you need to get a Switch. It's fucking amazing. Being able to play more games than just Mario Kart and Mario Odyssey has just like amazed me on how, I don't know, Nintendo games are just so child friendly, but also loads of fun. Like they get so many of the like mechanics and everything like absolutely nailed down for them to like learn the basis of, you know, platformers or other kind of weird shit that Nintendo do. It's fucking awesome, mate.
It's kind of their deal there, isn't it?
So yeah, if you have young kids, I urge you to pick up a Switch and hack fuck out of it, mate. Really.
Yeah.
If you need any help on that, yeah, pop me a message and I'll send you some links. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I can be that guy for you.
He's a happy chappy, and you're a happy chappy.
And then the kids will be happy chappies as well.
Yep, chapettes.
Chaplets.
Chaplets.
Chaplets, yeah. Happy chaplets.
Happy little chaplet.
Yeah, and finally this week, if you might have noticed, we've had a few more subscribers on our YouTube, our Twitch, and Mixer.
What's been going on there?
Hey, I've been busy, yeah?
Okay.
Doing stuff, forcing people to subscribe to our channel in the form of giveaways, which we've already done, you know, because I've said, oh, right, we've got these codes. Seems like no one really wants them who listens to this podcast, which is fine because they're shit games, you know. Like I don't want them. That's why I'm giving them away.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't give good games away.
No, God no. Oh, well, we gave Destiny 2 away, but you know.
Exactly.
I didn't. I kept my code for that so I could play it. But luckily, one of our listeners already had it, so he had a spare one. So once again, thanks, JJ. We've got a little bit from Mike, our winner of that later on in Street Beat.
Mike Strider.
Indeed, Mike Strider. So yeah, I went on to Gleam.io, which is that thing where you give shit away and like people get more, like they can have a go at, I don't know, getting more entrance into your competition by either subscribing to your YouTube channel, subscribing to your Twitch Mixer or whatever, or going to a certain webpage.
Google Plus, yeah. Google
Nah,
Plus.
fuck that off, mate.
Right. Oh, it's the big one.
I was like,
It's
nah,
the big
mate.
one.
No, mate. I
Fair
can't
play,
even
fair
remember
play.
what I put on it now. It was the main Twitter as well. There you go. There's 5 ways of doing it. Twitter, Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, and just going to our website. I was like, yeah, just go there and look at it. Just
Suddenly
I don't
started
care.
getting all these subs, and I my first instinct was to head to our Twitch channel to see if you were streaming something.
No,
And,
no one
no.
gives a fuck about that, buddy. Free stuff
Fair
though. They're in. So
Feel your
I don't know.
boots.
Every now and again, I just keep tweeting it out like win free stuff or whatever, and with a link to it. And it seems to
Nice.
be working at the moment. It's on there for 60 days. I thought, fuck it, we'll just milk the fuck out of whatever the game is. It's that Sticks game. I've got a Steam key for it, so yeah. If you want to have a go at winning it and doing it, and you listen to this, yeah, you can go to our website, the jfgpodcast.co.uk, and enter it. It's at the bottom somewhere. Just fuck it. If you go on there, you can see it. Go and check, see if it's still there though first. It might have gone. Who
It's
knows?
there right now.
Technology these days is a motherfucker. Yeah, it's right at the bottom. It's Wind Sticks Shades of Darkness. We've had 22 entrants so far. There's 63 days left. Fucking fill your boots. Why not?
That's not bad, yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm just going to be doing that every so often when I've got like game keys to give away and try and get some more
Makes
subs
sense.
and see
Yeah,
what
why
happens with that. You know, buying subscribers, mate, with giving shit away. It seems to be like what people do these days. I don't know. But yeah,
It's the nature of marketing at this point.
I
by
guess
the scenes,
so.
buddy.
Yeah, I was on a YouTube thing and they were like, "Yeah, there's a competition below," and I was like, "Oh, we could do that." So I did.
There you go.
So yeah, buddy, busy week obviously for me. We had a power cut all day at work today, so that was shit. I couldn't do anything, so I just sat there. Really,
Just in silence,
really
in an
fun.
empty room.
Yeah, really,
staring at the wall.
really fun. Enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Luckily, we had one like socket that had power. So like, right, fucking plug an extension lead in, get the TV working, get the DVD player on. Let's just watch some films. Watched Moneyball. That was nice.
I like that film.
It's a good
That's
film.
a cool film.
It's a very good film. But yeah.
Good stuff.
So yeah, buddy, that's my super exciting week full of joy and happiness. How about yours, buddy?
Oh yeah, you know, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
As I march happily and gleefully towards unemployment, my week's been
Good luck with that.
relatively entertaining. I did the old pub quiz down the Oak, buddy.
Oh,
Headed
pub
down
quiz.
the Oak for the pub quiz. Been to the went to the same pub 3 times in a week, and you start to wonder. And I think that may be my local. You know,
yeah,
3 times
got
in
ya.
a week, probably the one.
That makes
Although,
sense.
you know, the World Cup's on, so that's why we went for 2 England games in the pub quiz.
Oh.
But
That will happen.
it certainly will. They got a decent setup there. There's a lot of maths in the pub quiz this week, buddy, and I've got to say,
I'm a fan of math.
I'm not a
Huge fan. Math
of
is
a
like
pub
the
quiz where question 7 is what's the square root of 2,500, and you know, I don't want to do that. I just want general knowledge questions.
If they gave that question, I'd be like, that's not a number in the first place. 2,500 and something. I'm like, yeah, cool. I'll make it up as well.
just fucking go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
help yourself. No,
You
I
could
want
be
to be
right,
asked
could be wrong.
what I want to be asked trivia questions that I can guess at rather than work out what this number is. So I'm just saying, I was unimpressed by that, but it's still a good quiz, good night.
So, in quizzes, what if there was like a geographical question? Like, what's the thing of China? What's the thing of China? Is that a...
I would prefer
Capital.
that because I know some places in China and I can guess. I can also narrow it down somewhat by selecting places in China that people would have probably heard of. It's unlikely to be something I've literally never heard of because we're doing a pub quiz, and why would that be a question? Whereas if it's a number, it could be an infinite number of numbers. It's not quite the same, you know? It's a little bit different. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
I don't know. I'm thinking, hey, that's a subject in school. So's geography.
Like which counties this, which rivers this.
Yeah,
all
no.
of these
Ask
are
me those
things that
questions. I'm fucked. No idea.
Yeah, but there's a small pool of possible answers, and you, even if you don't know it, you can certainly make a guess. Whereas if it's some sort of complex maths equation, then yes, you can guess if you want, but you're wasting your fucking time.
I feel like I'd be way more comfortable if it was just math questions. I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking boss this.
Well, perhaps so, but I also would quite like it to be vaguely entertaining rather than literally an exam. So, and also I've found that
I'm saying the geography question, that could be an exam.
I find that real ale tends to hinder mathematics rather than actually help it. Is another
That could
thing.
also be true. So if they came up with a question of spell onomatopoeia, would that be valid?
I still don't like the question. I'd have a better chance at it because I'm better at spelling than maths.
I'd be
but
fucked.
I want the question to be fucking
Fun.
pub quiz questions.
Yeah, fun.
Not
I get it. I was just
GCSEs,
playing, obviously, devil's
you know?
advocate, being
No,
like,
totally,
you know,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we're not doing our fucking sats.
Exactly.
We're going down the pub for some trivia, so don't have a round that's
Who
maths. And
won the bowls competition in Tunbridge Wells on the 5th of August, 1923?
Yeah,
shit like that.
Perfect.
There you
go. Exactly. And also they had a World Cup round, but it was just questions where the answer was a country that's playing in the World Cup. It had nothing to do with sport or football. Like, it didn't have anything to do with anything. It was like, the possible answer for this one is Brazil. Like, okay, fine. So we wrote a list of all 32 nations and managed to get them all. But then it was multiple choice, which of these 32 countries is the answer, which isn't like still better than square roots and shit, but yeah.
What happens if they threw like some Jeopardy questions at you? So like they give you the answer and you have to write the question.
Man, I've always I've been a fan of that, and I think that's because we didn't really have Jeopardy over here, so it's quite
I know, right? We could start a new craze for us of pub quiz.
We had stuff like catchphrase and
say what you see.
Yeah, exactly.
Supermarket sweep, yeah. Great.
Blockbusters. 15-1, the most somber quiz show ever. Just like 15 old dudes standing behind like beacons of light as some dude who looks like the Demon Headmaster just asks them incredibly difficult questions. If they get it wrong, then a light goes out.
Yeah.
If all 3 lights go out, they fuck off.
That sounds fair.
So yeah, that was the pub quiz. Friday was game night, of course.
Game night.
But fine, good stuff. And then Saturday, buddy, I went to the Black Deer Festival.
Were there many deer?
There were no deer.
Oh.
They were put off by the stages and music and people, I would imagine. Although here's a deer park. Yeah, they just don't like them. It's just one of those things about deer. Very antisocial. Not really keen. So yeah, that was great, man. Like, the novelty of going to a sizable music festival within like a 10-minute drive of my house, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I'm going to a festival for the day and just like chilling out or whatever, and then we can just get a cab home for like £8.
That'll do.
And sleep in your bed at night. Like, that was perfect, like old fuckers sort of festival experience. And yeah, they had a lot of fucking smokers and all sorts of fucking big old rib racks and everything, buddy. It was all Harleys and shit as well, and lots of Americana music. And the highlights, I would say, buddy, obviously Iron and Wine.
Sorry, when you say Americana music, it's just literally that Offspring album, yeah? Just on repeat.
Yeah, just the album Americana covered by
multiple
100 bands,
different styles,
over a 3-day period. I tell you, like, it's not my favourite Offspring album, but I'd take it.
You know,
I'd take it.
3 days of covers.
Yeah. It was really cool, yeah. Lots of country music, folk music, lots of Nashville bands there and stuff, which was quite novel, it being in fucking Tunbridge Wells. It was, it was cool. And then the highlights were Iron and Wine, like massive fucking international act. The headliner for the day we were there, and like no fucker there to watch him. Very strange indeed. Like, it was so weird. There were only like a couple of hundred of us watching Iron and Wine. We were like waiting all day for.
That's really strange, because one of their songs was on Twilight. I don't know which one.
Seriously, like, they've had loads of songs in movies and stuff like that. Tends to be what gets the fucking nitwits to come and have a listen.
Cunts.
But I think.
Hey, I've discovered a new band. Have you heard of them? Iron and Wine.
Iron and Wine. No, I haven't.
No?
Never before.
They're quite good. You should check them out. I think they played.
Them, did
I
you?
discovered it. I think they played in Tunbridge Wells over the weekend.
Oh yeah, he's discovered them. I've found this new band.
Yeah, I found that.
Discovered them. So the biggest novelty factor of the festival, buddy, was of course Kiefer Sutherland and his like Americana band was there. So that was weird.
Americana cover band.
Country, like, I don't know what they're called. They're just called Jack Bauer and his band, I think. But
Jack Bauer and the Boys.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. No, let's just keep Sutherland. He goes by his actual name, aka. Really good. Like, I really enjoyed that. That was like one of the best performances of the whole
I would
day.
have loved to see that. Would be super cool.
He's a good singer, man, and they had like a bit of like a sort of like hold steady sort of vibe. It was pretty fucking cool. One thing I did notice though, he was apparently playing guitar, and I say that by the fact that he was wearing a guitar and strumming a guitar and making chords. I could not hear that guitar at any point throughout this. He changed between multiple guitars. He must have used 4 or 5.
Yeah.
At no point did I ever actually hear anything coming out of that thing. No.
Okay.
Like if it was in the mix, then I did not detect it, and I was desperately hunting for it. So I don't know if that means he's not a very good guitarist or if they've got a terrible fucking sound engineer, but I think it might not be the latter because it sounds pretty fucking good. If I'm honest.
Yeah, that will happen.
So that was cool. Sunday, England game at the pub, and then F1 at friend of the podcast, Paul's. Other than that, counting down the days till my unemployment, buddy. Looking forward to the England-Belgium game tomorrow.
That's all she wrote. Nice. Good.
There you are.
Well, other question we need to answer is what you're drinking tonight.
Well, I've got a mixture of different drinks here,
buddy. A variety.
At the moment, I'm drinking a bottle of San Miguel.
That'll do.
But I've also got a bottle of Peroni and a bottle of Pilsner Urquell.
Hello.
There you go. It's the trifecta. What about you, buddy? What are you drinking?
I am also mixing my drinks this evening. It's all just beers. I'm on the Gnarly Fox, Lidl's finest cheap beer, which is it's nice. And then I've got Aldi's cheap Pilsner, the 1079 Project, my new go-to cheap drink when I'm in Aldi.
He's chucking the budget supermarkets up against each other there.
Yeah, you know.
It's exciting times.
I'll tell you at the end, which is better.
I'd love that.
Got to keep them listening, mate.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
You're welcome. Well, I guess that's it, mate. Podcast done.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.
See ya. Just the end. No.
I'm out of here.
Let's go and talk about what we've been playing, shall we, buddy? Sorry, there's a yelping sausage dog outside. I'm just...
You're just going to shoot it?
Just chuck a fucking shoe at it. No. What have you been playing, buddy? Do you want to kick things off?
Obviously, I'll kick everything off, as always, with Destiny 2, buddy. I've been playing Destiny 2,
fuck's sake.
as always.
Yeah.
New developments have happened within my role in Destiny 2. And we've made some sort of raid team this week of lollygaggers, sarcastic bastards, northerners, southerners. We got an Irish guy in there as well. We've got the whole pack.
Shit.
We are terrible at the raid. Because previous times that I've done it, we've kind of been not carried through, but we've had people that, you know, they've done it a lot, and then like the three of us have been like, yeah, we kind of know what we're doing, we'll make it through. But yeah, no, this is like a complete fresh like experience for some of these guys. They've never done it, and we're like, yeah, we've kind of done it, we know what we're doing, and then not really at all. So yeah, we're trying to make a weekly raid happen now, which is kind of cool. It's something that I've wanted to do, and in the clan, we've spoken about it quite a bit, and yeah, we've finally got a solid group of guys together to try and get our Tuesday night raiding on, which is kind of cool. So yeah, raid team, a go-go. We need a name though. I don't know what we're going to call ourselves. I don't know. I mean, if anyone's got any ideas, raid team, assemble. You know, give us a name.
Raid team.
Let us know if you can be bothered, that is. Yeah, obviously, I've been playing a lot of Switch games. Let me tell you some Switch games I've been playing. I've been playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, that Wii U game. It's...
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. It's Donkey Kong, isn't it? Platformer.
Is it like old Donkey Kong on the SNES?
In a way, yeah. Obviously, with some new, like, shit thrown in there.
A slight graphical upgrade.
Yeah, slight upgrade, I guess. Yeah, but it's cool. You can play it co-op and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just been good seeing the kids like get stuck into that and play a game that's, you know, adequate for their age. Instead of like my son being like, I want to play Fortnite. I'm like, no, because that game's shit.
Oh man, yeah, that'd definitely be on my list if I picked up a Switch. I've always been a fan of the Donkey Kong games.
Yeah, man, it's good so far. I've only played like half an hour of it, but they must have chucked about 3-4 hours into it. I was just watching them playing it. It was cool. I've started my quest on Zelda Breath of the Wild, that other Wii U game that came out on the Switch as well at the same time.
How are you finding that? Because that's a big game. Do you think that
It's going to take a lot of time because it's not a game that I'm going to be like throwing hours into constantly. It's going to be a game like I pick up, I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm here. Luckily, I mainly remember. I reckon if I loaded up like my Xbox Skyrim save, like my 360 Skyrim save, I'll be like, yeah, I know exactly where I am. I've got that kind of brain where like you just remember that kind of shit. So I think that'll help me a lot with Zelda. Played it for about 2 hours. Got through the tutorial stage bit, I guess. But yeah, it's cool. I'm looking forward to getting further into that game. Feels really nice to play. I mean, it's been out for about a year or so now, so I don't really need to tell people how good this game is because everyone knows that this game got fucking multiple Game of the Year awards and ridiculously high scores, which was kind of cool. 1-2 Switch Buddy, the kind of tech demo for the Switch. I played that. It's nice. It's not fucking groundbreaking or anything. It's just like loads of little mini games and stuff that you use the Joy-Con for all kinds of different things, like finding out that HD Rumble, like how many balls are in this box, and you have to feel it and things like that. One of the games my kids love is like a samurai one, where you've both got a Switch controller, one in your hand. Obviously, you both got one. And one holds it above their head and swipes down, and the other one has to like clap in front of their face, and it's pretending that like they're trying to hit you with a samurai sword, and you have to like catch it in your hands. And that, like, for some reason, that just got them in fucking stitches. It was ace.
That's actually, I really like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's really stupid. Like, there's loads of these stupid ones. There's an eating competition one. So at the bottom, there's like the infrared sensor. So you hold it up to your mouth, and then you open and close your mouth as quick as you can. And then obviously, how you have a certain amount of time to do it in, and that's how many burgers you eat or hot dogs or whatever it was. There's just loads of stupid stuff in like that, and I'm just really enjoying it because like it's bringing us all together and playing some games. And yeah, the final game that came out this week actually was Mario Tennis Aces. And yeah, we've been playing a bit of that. It's fucking Mario Tennis. I mean, you know my thoughts on tennis games, but this is Mario, so it's a bit funnier.
Well, I think,
and it's got like special powers.
I've seen complaints this week from people who are annoyed that you can't play actual tennis on that game. Mm-hmm. Like you can't have the actual rules of tennis, which I don't know really what to make of that. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I guess, but it's Mario, so yeah, he does what he wants, mate. Give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, not sure about that. Okay, well, it sounds like you're starting to get your fucking money's worth somewhat there, buddy, in terms of all those games.
Money's worth.
Your money's worth, yeah.
Definitely, yeah. That's how I'd put it, yeah. Which is,
Yeah,
I mean, it's cool just being able to play all these games now. It's fantastic, because, like, I mean, the fucking Switch games are so expensive. Like, Overcooked 2 is coming out, like, in 2-3 months or whatever. And there was a thing on Hot UK Deals, like, so the PS4 and Xbox One version, like, disc version of that game is like £17. The Switch version is like £28. I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous.
They've always done that. Like,
they've
always done that ever since the back in the SNES days. Like,
it's such a
it was always more expensive on the Nintendo console, like. Even if it was an identical game, it's always been the same, man. Because
like I mentioned last week, I think, where my son put some of his birthday money. He bought some Joy-Cons, and they're like 65 quid, and that was in the sale. You are taking the piss, son.
Yeah,
just saying.
People are buying it.
Well, that's it. But luckily, there's a nice, easy way to fuck it over. So, yeah, I suggest doing that.
Yeah, consider that.
Think about it.
Consider the lily.
So yeah, mate. Apart from a few games that we played together, that's pretty much me with games this week. I don't know when I've got more to say about like some of these Switch games. Like, I'll go into more depth probably. But for now, I just wanted to say like I haven't just played Destiny this week. Yeah.
That's nice to hear, buddy. No, it makes it you're like dabbling at this point, aren't you? So
Yeah.
that like kind of makes sense. But I'm sure that there'll be ones that you kind of get into.
Yeah, definitely. So what have you been playing, buddy? I see you got a nice little list there as well.
I got a cheeky list. I was hoping to play Unravel 2 this week, but there's a demo of it on the store. They've kind of done it the same as they did the first one, where you can download it and play the first sort of level or two.
Yeah.
And then it's got that sort of old school Xbox arcade thing where it's like press B to buy or whatever.
Yeah, classic. Love it.
It looks to me like they've basically got the same game there with co-op in it, and that may actually be good enough, really, because like that's absolutely ripe for like me and the missus when we're playing co-op games.
Yeah.
So I think that's possibly something that we'll pick up, but I'll certainly be able to. I'll give that a go. I only downloaded it today and didn't get to it. And the reason I didn't get to it, buddy, was because I've been playing The Fantastic Adventures of Captain Spirit.
How is that? I mean, like it's yeah. Just tell me, I guess. He's full of words. Sounds disappointing.
No, it isn't. Oh. It isn't disappointing.
Just shit.
No, it isn't shit either.
Okay.
No. Now, this is a little bit tricky because this game lives and dies by its story and dialogue as far as I'm concerned. Like, there's very little...
Yeah.
There's not, like, a massive amount of exciting gameplay going on. And as such, like, they've basically decided to tackle... I don't know. They've decided to tackle like really sort of serious issues with this game, and there's a danger occasionally of it kind of descending into video gameness and kind of oversimplification. Basically, this is part of the Life is Strange universe. It's like a sort of mid-game between Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2. You can download this thing off of the PlayStation Store right now. It's just sitting there waiting for you to have a go. You're this little kid. I don't know how old he's supposed to be. I would guess like 11 or 12, maybe. He's a little bit... He behaves a little younger than that, but I think he's supposed to be like 11 or 12. And he's living with his dad, and his dad is like an alcoholic because he lost his wife. So the mum has died. I haven't found out why yet or how. And you're in this like snowy environment. But I've got to say, like, and Life is Strange did this to some degree. It did this sort of genuine sort of movie, like properly cinematic sort of thing with the way that the shots cut together, the music that accompanies it. I mean, the soundtrack to this game is Sufjan Stevens. Like, it's real fucking good. Like, his new album as well. Like, they've licensed like the new album, and the first few shots, like of the introduction. Like, genuinely, like, fucking goosebumps, because it's really pretty game in that sort of cartoony fashion. It's all sort of set in the snow, but it's very artistically put together, all the sort of shots and everything. Very filmic, even though that's like a wanky word. So yeah, you basically, it's like a third-person adventure game. You play as this little kid who's got a very overactive imagination because he seems to be short of friends. Like he's just moved house after the loss of his mum.
I was going to say, is it more like escapism in a way?
Yeah, it's not like it's far more like it's an adventure game. I've yet to find any sort of challenge of any kind or anything you can fail at. I mean, is it
an experience?
Yeah, well, the first like 3 or 4 things I did was wash some dishes, get a beer from the fridge for my dad, and then shovel the fucking path.
Cool.
Like, yeah, it's obviously it's going to go into more detail, and It's the sort of game that if you're after a story and a mood piece, then it's absolutely bang on. You probably really enjoy it. I know we've got kind of different listeners to the show. Some people really like getting sort of delving into those stories, and some people just think, well, I would just watch a fucking movie. Like, that's not what I want from games. So yeah, it's not very much a video game, I would say, but I'm really enjoying it. I've played about an hour and a quarter, something like that.
Yeah.
There are story sort of mechanics and dialogue trees. You can choose like what to say. There's some funny stuff. Like, it did a pretty good job of putting you in the shoes of this little kid. Like, the dad's just making excuses. He's like, yeah, we'll go out in a bit, but I just want to watch like some of the basketball game or whatever. And then he's just like getting shit faced and swearing at the TV and stuff.
Cool.
And you've got like options, like you can unlock his phone to like play fucking mini games on his phone. There's like a little Nerf gun in the corner, and the option is there to shoot him with the Nerf gun, like the dad. And I'm just thinking, this is a very bad idea. And then I'm thinking, oh, I think actually the game may be doing its job here, because I'm nervous to do that, because I'm scared of it. Like, there's signs of abuse, like at the start, he like has a look at your arm and there's like a bruise on it and stuff. So it's tackling some pretty deep issues.
Yeah.
And that's either your bag or it isn't. I think, as I said, like, it does oversimplify to a degree, but considering what it's tackling, I think it does it with aplomb, to be honest. And the voice acting is pretty solid. Like, the guy who plays the dad, not bad. The kid actually excels, which is very bizarre for a child actor. They're normally all fucking blanket shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice. It's worth giving a go, because you can just download it. It's right there for you, buddies. I like it. I love what it's trying to do. And it sort of semi-pulls it off. But I just think that Square, they need to be commended for these games that they're making here, like Life is Strange, like this game. They're really going for that movie-esque, sort of, I don't know, like Cameron Crowe movie type thing, in a way that I don't think many other people are. Like, they're really going for the story side of things. And yeah, I really like it. I like what they're trying. So, yeah, give it a go, buddies. Give it a go.
Nice. It sounds like one of them games that could be quite interesting, but also could be absolute bollocks.
Yeah, in terms of the actual gameplay, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I think it's all going to come down to whether you attach yourself to that story or not. If you dig that, like, you'll know within half hour whether you dig that or not. Like, there's a lot of fucking about, just like looking around his room at toys and stuff. Like, there's not a lot of actual doing stuff.
Yeah.
So, people who don't like walking sims and that sort of thing, that they're not going to like this. And, even like mood moments, like you can climb up in this tree house, and there's an option to go and sit at the lookout point. And if you go and sit at the lookout point, then he goes and sits there, it launches a cutscene, it brings in another piece of music, and just sort of scans the horizon, and there's some Firewatch vibes there for me, because it builds a mood, but some people would fucking hate that. They'd be like, why is it doing this? What's the point? So, yeah. Marmite game, you can't argue with how it's implemented. It's implemented well, but yeah, if that sounds like your bag, buddies, then I've certainly talked about it enough for you to make up your minds. So there you go.
Fair
I'll move
dues,
on. So the other one that I've played this week, and this was with the missus, we finished The Last of Us, and she really enjoyed that. She, thought it was fantastic, obviously, because it is. And we went straight into The Last of Us Left Behind, the DLC pack, which I had never played. I just never got around to it.
I haven't played it because apparently it's scarier, so fuck that.
It's a little hairy, few hairy moments. Yeah, I really liked this. I don't want to talk too much about it because A, it's old, B, lots of people have probably played it, and C, it's very easy to just wreck it. But it tends to kind of go forward and backwards in time. So it's actually set in the period of time in the middle of The Last of Us where Joel has picked up an injury and Ellie's trying to find, penicillin of some description, antibiotics to try and, patch him up. And then while she's going through that process of back and forth, she keeps having these flashbacks to a friend that she met before the whole of The Last of Us began, when she was a little bit more innocent and a little less aware of what was going on in the world. So huge parallels to the Fantastic Adventures of Captain Spirit in that there's half of this DLC is The Last of Us action, stealth, killing clickers and so on.
Yeah.
The other half of it is wall-to-wall story, dialogue, talking, playing, truth or dare, going on a carousel. And again, like, you're either into that or you're not. It's just building a mood, building a story, and if you like love that environment and love that love that game and those characters, then you're going to really dig it. But yeah, that's basically. There's not much else to say really. I don't know how long it took us to go through it. Maybe like 2.5 hours, something like that.
Yeah, so it's not massive in a way, but
no, not at all.
Would you recommend going through it?
I know a lot of people wanked off over this thing. They thought it was
nice.
really, really cool, like the way it fleshed everything out. There were quite a few like environmental puzzles and stuff. I didn't think it was a particularly special affair. I liked the dialogue between them. Obviously the acting, it's Naughty Dog, it's The Last of Us. It's really on point, and there's a couple of things in Left Behind that made the trailers I've seen for The Last of Us 2 make a little bit more sense. Namely, like sexual preference, for example, which is obviously looks like it's going to be coming into things in The Last of Us 2. Coming into things. So yeah, I don't think it added very much, but I did enjoy playing through it. It was cool to play through, and the few bits where you did have to fight enemies, there were a couple that were rock hard. Certainly the final sort of battle of that DLC was tough, man. Like I had to have like 4 goes at it, and granted, I'm a little rusty, having not really played The Last of Us very much recently, but it was tough. It was 30 enemies in a fairly confined space with very limited ammo. Yeah. So yeah, tough stuff.
I kind
of thing you don't like about Naughty Dog games.
Those types of games. It's just like when I was saying, like that last stage of The Last of Us, when you're in the hospital, I was just like fucking trying to just get through rooms, and I was just like. And then I found the flashbang or whatever it was, and I was like, right, cool. Just stun everyone and run the fuck past them.
Oh, it's really hard. That end section where you're fighting through the SWAT team guys, like just like needlessly difficult.
Yeah, I know.
Because the combat just falls down as you're sort of trying to turn around like a tugboat all the time. It's,
that will happen.
I'm very hopeful that they've remedied all of that sort of stuff, especially Uncharted 4
that's the thing.
Far better, wasn't it?
From that trailer, it just everything just looks fucking smooth and like I don't know. I want to say like non-existent in a way. Like it didn't look like. I don't know what the word I'm looking for actually. Something is non-existent there. The jank, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I played this week, and then we've both played a couple of things as well, buddy. So let's move on to those. Let's get the Crew 2 open beta out the way first, shall we?
Yeah. How are you feeling about this now?
I found it very difficult to be in any way positive about it on game night because everyone was giving it such a kicking.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that that's completely warranted. I like this game on paper. I like the mechanics. I think the driving's quite decent. I think the flying's pretty good. I like the idea of driving around this environment. I think that the map's really cool and the vehicles are really cool. What's incredibly annoying is how they've Ubisofted it with the story. And even if you do what I've done, where I've turned off all of the dialogue and the subtitles, so that every time, there's no story for me whatsoever because it's fucking dire. You don't want it. Even then, I'm constantly skipping through pointless fucking shitty cutscenes, and the whole concept of how you earn respect by getting like it's like Funk put it best when we were playing it. He said this is just fucking Instagram, like incarnate. And that's what it is. Like, you're earning followers. Like, it's so cringy. I know we've said it before about like a group of fucking middle-aged men sitting around a fucking boardroom table going, well, let's get down with the kids. And that's how the crew feels to me.
Yeah.
Like, and I totally understand all of that sort of negativity, but I think at its core, I think that there's a pretty good game there in terms of the party elements, the cruising about together and racing and so on. But if everyone else that we play games with isn't digging it, then there's just no point.
There's no point in us playing it. No,
certainly never going to play it on your own. This game.
No, yeah, God, I really enjoy the driving. It's not obviously it's an arcade racer, so you have to give it some slack in some certain things. I'm quite happy with like throwing my car around different corners and stuff like that.
And drifting's decent, isn't it?
Yeah, the drifting's fine. It's not
solid.
too bad. Like, it's fine. It does the job. Like getting around the corners, you can like throw the back end out a bit, which I like in arcade races, which is loads of fun. But it's not like fucking Ridge Racer where you're like 90 degrees out kind of thing.
It's a bit much.
So it's still kind of keeping it semi-relative to the world.
Yeah, realism in some way.
Realism, yeah, that's probably a better way of saying it. Now I don't like the fact that I'm constant, like when you're in a car race, like I'm literally spending most of my time looking at the minimap going like, right, where's the next corner? Oh, it's there. How sharp is it? Okay,
huge
yeah.
problem.
It's really bad. It's not very well marked out.
Can't see the course, can you?
No, exactly.
It's not good.
It's just not very well marked out. I like countless times. I know on game night when we were playing, I was absolutely smashing it. I was like, woo, I'm really good. That's because
you won every race.
Yeah, it's because I've played those circuits like 3 times, because obviously we played the closed beta, and then I went through the tutorial again, and then obviously I had to go through those races again with you guys. So I was like, I know the circuits now, because I've gone around it. But when you come up to like a new circuit, it's a bit of a fucking, like, where the fuck am I? I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like the off-road races are fucking pointless and really badly done.
Friend of the podcast, Paul, thought that was like the biggest waste of time ever.
His
takeaway from this game was like, what's the fucking point of it? Like, what's the point? Like, what's it even trying to do? And I can kind of see that. Like, it's trying to be a jack of all trades.
And I don't feel like I want that in a game. I don't want... I would love it if like it was a racing game, a flying game, like a boat game, and like it was done really well. But for me, it just isn't. There's aspects of this game where I'm going to have to force myself to go through these to fucking get followers. So I can play... Like, I just want to jump in the monster truck ones. I want to go and do that, but I've got to be like... Yeah.
We did like the plane one, and instead of doing what we wanted, i.e. some sort of exciting race maybe through like between skyscrapers and stuff.
Yeah, it was do tricks.
It was do stupid tricks. And Fun kept saying like all the way through this experience, like, this is a game where it hasn't got any of the story and third person running aroundness of GTA.
Yeah.
But it still does all of the GTA races and stuff worse than GTA. Like,
it's like, in a way, like if I want to play an open world game where I can drive, go in a boat and fly a plane, then I'll go play GTA. But if I want to, and then it came up again on game night, it's like, if I want a racing arcade game where we can join up and just scud about town, then we buy Burnout Paradise Remastered.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, even stuff that there's warning signs here. Firstly, with the different processes for buying things, there's already a fucking currency there that is quite clearly going to be a purchasable currency rather than an earnable currency. All of the vehicles have 2 prices, and that's just absolute alarm bells. Rather, obviously Ubi, they're like, right, we can't do loot boxes. What we can do is literally sell you fucking cars, and that seems to be the plan here.
Microtransactions. I love
and then, as a byproduct of the fact that they've gone down that road with that we want to have loot we've got to have loot in our game, but we can't have loot boxes. So I suppose you'll earn loot when you finish races, and the loot that you earn is upgrades for your vehicles. And I have a problem with that as well, because as I said to you before, like the sort of Forza aspect of earning credits and then deciding which components of your vehicle you're going to
upgrade.
spend. Yeah,
exactly.
Because there's no point having an upgrade system if all of the upgrades are gifted to you at random.
They're random, yeah, because then you can't specialize in a certain area.
The car doesn't feel like yours. It doesn't. You can't make it your own.
No.
So.
Well, the thing is, you play that game for like 200 hours, and then you have all the parts to make it your own. That's what it is,
and make it as good as it will get, like everyone else has got. It's
exactly.
Yeah,
so
it's a tough one for me. I like the gameplay a lot more than everyone else we played it with likes the gameplay, but I certainly can't put my fingers in my ears and ignore all of the issues with it. And as such, it just doesn't feel viable to me until it drops down to 25 quid, 20 quid.
Exactly.
Like
and then by that point, because obviously it's a games as a service, this game will get improved on in a year, and it'll be a hell of a lot better than it is now, and it'll be cheaper. So I say we buy this next year.
Yeah, well, I think the other thing about it, and I said last week, like we're not going to bash the game for not having like wheel support properly, because it does have wheel support, but it doesn't feel particularly satisfying. But it is an arcade game anyway. I still think the fact that we have wheels and play racing games on wheels, even though they're this is like a subgenre of racing, i.e., arcade versus sim. It does detract from me wanting to fork out. The fact that it's a game where I drive a car and I'm not using my special peripheral.
I'm not driving it like a car. Yeah.
It is a problem.
I can understand that.
And with all of that in mind, I think as you say, we've dismissed this. We'll wait until it goes down. And even then, like, it depends whether anything else is out to rival it.
Exactly, because I'll tell you what, I fucking really did enjoy modifying my car. I was like, this is bringing back days of fucking Need for Speed, putting all kinds of weird spoilers and body kits on and changing the rims. I mean, you can do all that in GTA, but it just felt a lot more polished, because obviously that's what it's there for, this type of game. Like, you want to customize them and stuff like that. It's cool.
The game we want is Forza Horizon. I think we all know that's actually the game we're looking for. It's just not on a console that we can buy it on. So
no.
But yeah, this just didn't really cut it. And the fact that the open beta was exactly the same as the closed, so there's no extra content to entice you further. And let's not pretend, Ubisoft could easily come back.
I think in the open beta there was more stuff.
I suppose if you go through
I ranked up further than I did last time. I'm sure I did. I went into the next tier and unlocked some more stuff. But by that point, we were done anyway.
We were done with it, which doesn't bode well, really.
No, definitely not. And it's just that everything's fucking tiered off as well. Like I said, with the monster trucks, like some of the cool stuff. Like, I want to try the bikes. I want to try like whatever the fucking simulation racing is in it. I can't remember. Like some sort of GT racing, I think. Like that's all stuff I want to do. But I don't want to have to play all this other like shit that I don't want to play to get to that stage,
Totally. Yeah. Well, from the crew to something entirely different. This is a game that I have been playing rather a lot. You've been playing a little bit, and Funk's been playing a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Friend of the podcast, Pete, has now picked this up as well. He is balls deep. You can tell someone's balls deep in this game when you get a messenger message from them in the middle of the day saying, "Oh, did you know you can have plots of land where you can plant berries and stuff?" And you're like, "What are you on about?" In Ark. Okay, fine, in Ark.
In real life?
Yeah.
Is it called an allotment?
It's called an allotment, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Allotment Simulator 2018.
Sweet, I love it.
So this is Ark Survival Evolved, and this is a game that we bought ages ago, and this is a game that I know Mel Gibson's Soul was massively, like, totally into for quite some time. And I don't know how many hours of this I've played now, but I am completely fucking hooked on this janky mess of a game. I can't get enough. I'm to the point where, because I'm finishing work at 5 and working from home at the moment, I've been coming on at 5 and playing like an hour and a half of Ark each day with Funk until like his missus gets home and I have to like make the dinner. So like, I don't know that any game has done that literally ever. So we've got like several different satellite bases now. We've got all manner of gear, and I've got my my special little flying chap who is called Salami. The latest thing we've got is we've made a as Funk calls it, a taming platform. Yeah, where he's built like this huge tower on the beach that's just a ladder up to a flat platform, and then I'm just kind of nipping into the woods until something is about to attack me while I'm flying very low, and then I'm just kiting it out towards the platform. Yeah, and then Funk and Pete are just absolutely filling it with arrows. Like that's what we've been doing. But it's the freedom of this game. The difficulty level is obscenely high, which makes it exciting and enticing and makes you want to come back for more. And the fact that it does no hand-holding. It's like when Minecraft came out on PC and you just had to move things around in boxes to work out how to craft and stuff. It's got that fucking vibe to it, but with all of this dinosaur taming as well. It's a absolutely fucking fantastic game, and you jumped in with us as well after last week's podcast, didn't you?
Did.
And then again another night with Funks. How are you finding it, buddy? What are your thoughts?
I love the dinosaurs. They're ace.
They're very cool, aren't they?
You get to sit on them, walk around. They're a bit retarded. They get stuck on things. Old Ian Wright didn't go down well. He just got stuck on a tree, and then, half an hour later, I walked past that tree, and he's still there. I'm like, oh, you right, mate? There you are. Come and join the party. But yeah, obviously, like you said, it's a bit of a janky mess every now and again, and looks-wise, it's not the prettiest thing. Runs really nicely on the Pro when you turn off high detail. Like, I think it's like a steady 50, I'd say, frames per second. Yeah, no, it's nice. Well, I say nice. It runs nice. Doesn't look nice, but yeah. But this is the thing. I said to you like last week after playing it, I was like, as long as you can get past like the janky horribleness of it and stick some time into it, then, like you say, this game's got so much to offer. And yeah, it's not hand-holdy at all. And it's, like you said, it's just like when, like, I first got like Minecraft on PC and installed whatever the mod system was. I can't remember.
Tekkit.
Yeah, Tekkit, wasn't it? Yeah. Installed Tekkit, and then like you've got all these fucking things just at your disposal, and you're like, holy fuck. It's just so much you can do with that game, and then like it's just up to you what you want to do with it, which is kind of cool.
The sort of fear that it strikes in you as well is something really special. It's decision making a lot of the time, like constantly thinking, I'm sitting on my thing, like landing on the floor, waiting for its stamina to build up, and I'm like, I'm just going to nip into my inventory and like move something, and it's like, no, I'm not, because I'm on the ground right now, and anything could fucking happen in this game. And I go up and perch on a rock instead, and just as I do that, a fucking giant crocodile comes crawling out of the river, and it would have had me. It would have had me. Like, you're so like helpless in this environment, obviously, because you're a caveman surrounded by dinosaurs. But that peril just adds so much to it. Like, it's such an exciting thing when you, like, me and Funk are like, right, we're going to go on an expedition through the back paddock down to the cliff face. And it's like, we've got to gear up, we've got to tool up, we've got to make sure we've got, like, lots of arrows and take in, like, our best dinosaurs with us. Like, we managed to tame a raptor last night, who's joined the fucking party now. Such a fucking addictive game. It's amazing, and always feels so great when you suddenly start extracting value out of something that you purchased kind of on a whim and never really got the fucking value out of at the time. It's totally. So satisfying, isn't it? Like, it's cool, very cool.
Cool.
So yeah, there you go. That's what we've been playing, and we should probably move on, buddy. Let's move on. And now it's time for the news. Number one. Microsoft and Nintendo have released a joint ad highlighting crossplay on Minecraft. So that's quite funny. Sticking the boot into Sony as well, they probably should. I suppose at this point, Sony's kind of in danger of completely destroying the good grace they earned at the launch of this cycle, especially with
they're
the
doing
Fortnite
a
thing as well.
Very good job of fucking it up right now, aren't they?
They are, but I do find it a little bit strange, the whole crossplay thing in general. I don't really understand what's in it for any of these game companies.
Well, there's none in it for the games companies, but for like the game like publishers and game developers, then it just opens up their thing to everyone. That's all it is. Like, say for instance, like Lawbreakers, because there was no one fucking playing that game. If you could have played with everyone on the consoles, at least you would have got a game, kind of thing. Well, hopefully,
I suppose
who
it
knows?
populates
Maybe
the
not.
servers a little bit better.
And I think that's the main thing. You know, it just adds longevity to games in general, I reckon.
I can see that. There's not really very much in it for the platform holder.
Oh, God, no, there's nothing apart from not looking like a cunt.
Yes, and Sony clearly don't really care whether they look like a cunt or not, because here they are looking like a cunt. So,
yeah, that will happen.
There we go. There's rumours that they might be maybe opening the door a little bit. They're like, oh, we're looking at it kind of thing.
Yeah, was it old John Smedley, wasn't it? He came out and said, keep your eyes on it or whatever. I'm just going on to the link now to find the quote itself. Yeah, because the whole thing, like, it came out and said, like, the reason we don't do it is because of money. We don't want people buying a game on that and then using, Sony whatever to play it on and stuff like that. Or whatever.
This is honest,
Yeah, I understand that. Fucking stupid pop-ups. Fuck off, you cunts. But then, it went on to say, meanwhile, Smedley believes Sony could cave and allow crossplay on PS4 in consumers if consumers demand it, saying, if we keep up the pressure, I'm guessing if we were us, keep up the pressure, this problem goes away, he said. So if people just keep complaining about it, and I'm guessing because obviously Fortnite is like the biggest game now and forever, it seems, it's not going away, then I'm guessing people are just going to keep complaining about this. So I
mean, the stuff they've done by blocking the accounts on Fortnite,
that's just fucking retarded.
It's worse than not having crossplay. You're sabotaging someone who fancied purchasing on two different systems or whatever. Like, I don't know, it's very strange.
It's because the whole thing there was like, well, they could buy items for that game on the Xbox store and then have them on the PlayStation. If you know what I'm saying. So that way, Sony don't get a cut of the money. Obviously.
Yeah, well, there we go. That's going to run and run. So I'm sure we'll have more on that.
We'll see what happens.
Weeks.
We will do. We'll see what happens.
We will. We'll move on. Number two. This is my favourite story of the week.
It's a good one.
It's very, very good. Bethesda is suing Warner Brothers. And namely a subsection of Warner Brothers, their in-house team, Behaviour Software. They're claiming that they've stolen some of the code from Fallout Shelter to create the mobile version of their game Westworld on mobile, rather than the full release.
So how did they work that out, buddy?
So Bethesda revealed that they'd hired Behaviour to help in the development of Fallout Shelter. So that's the first thing you need to to think.
Check.
That's fact A, Exhibit A.
Yeah, Exhibit A, gotcha.
Behaviour Software worked on Fallout Shelter.
Okay, that's a big thing, yeah.
Next, Westworld looks suspiciously like Fallout Shelter. That's the next thing. That's a little bit more subjective, buddy, but
you could get away with it. Frying pans are weapons.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, so it looks a little bit like it in terms of the sort of graphical style and the way that the thing runs, but that's not enough, you know. The fact they worked on that game, the fact that they then went and made their own game and it looks a little bit like that. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it? They worked on that game, so
obviously.
Maybe that's kind of their style coming through. Except, buddy.
Oh, okay. Exhibit C.
Exhibit C. It turns out that Westworld Mobile has the same bugs in it that Fallout Shelter did at launch.
It's pretty fucking special.
Fucked it.
Yeah. Fucked it real good. I mean, that's...
You're going to steal the code, at least fix it.
Fix the bugs.
Fallout Shelter's been out for ages.
Yeah, it's been out for a long time. Over a year now.
That's
E3 last year, was it? Was it last year?
It was, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, well... I mean, that's some hard facts there, I'd say.
Yeah, difficult one to argue.
Yeah.
We will keep you posted on that one as well, buddies.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, that. I feel like they might settle out of the courts there.
Yes, I believe open and shut is certainly the phrase you'd use. Meanwhile, what isn't open and shut is Bluehole of PUBG fame's ridiculous lawsuit against Fortnite, claiming that it's ripping off their game, claiming the frying pan,
the frying pan
for PUBG as some sort of intellectual property. The silly cunts at Bluehole Media, but they've pulled out of this lawsuit now against Fortnite.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they've just decided that that's not a very good idea.
Yeah, so, I don't think they had enough grounds or whatever it's called.
Already.
Already. Really.
Yeah. Pez gonna fucking sue EA next year for copying football.
Yeah.
Stop it. Like, they got balls and goals and pitches and everything.
Yeah,
it fucking takes
and they use their
piss.
feet. Look, just look at it. They're all using their feet.
They're all are.
Apart from two guys that can pick it up with their hands. That's our game.
Yeah, that's a Pez thing.
Yeah.
Seriously. You can get your own concept. Obviously, that would have been dismissed had it ever gone that far, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So they decided to stop wasting everyone's time and money and put that one to bed. Moving on, Telltale is finally going to stop using its shit old game engine.
Oh, but I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
Loves it. Huge fan. They're going to stop using that. It's old and shit. They should have stopped using it ages ago.
Yes.
As they, literally fucking sharted out title after title with its sort of janky, horrible graphics and so on. But don't get, massively excited, buddy, because you're thinking, what are they going to move to?
This
maybe they go,
amazing.
Some sort of offshoot of the Unreal Engine, build something in-house.
Yeah.
They're
House.
They're going to use Unity, buddy.
Well, I guess everyone else's might as well join in.
They're going to use
free and easy.
Yeah, I mean, you can build amazing things with Unity now. It's come a long way. It
has actually come a long way. Yeah,
but true. At the same time, it is not a especially exciting announcement because there's still that mild stigma with Unity. We'll see how we go with that. But The Wolf Among Us 2, of course, was delayed into next year, and it's going to be interesting to see what that thing looks like when it comes out, because I'd imagine that they spent a lot of time. They've been working on that game for a while, building that in the old game engine, and it'll be interesting when we finally see a bit of that, if they've transitioned or what's happened. So
yeah, it should be cool.
There we go. So that's that. A couple more things from me. Firstly, I like to report these, buddy. Sensible World of Soccer, Grid, and Fable Heroes are now backwards compatible on Xbox One. Grid is Need for Speed Grid, isn't it? Or was it? I can never remember. It was a Criterion game, I think. Grid, wasn't it?
Yeah, Grid. It had the title on the front of the cover.
Was it Need for Speed?
Saying the word Grid. No, I don't think it was Need for Speed. I can see it. It was kind of like a brownie thing with big black writing-ish, I think. Was it? Is that the game I'm thinking of, or is that something completely different?
No, you're right.
Who knows?
It was Cody's. It's a Cody's game.
There you go.
It was in the TOCA series. It was the follow-on from like Race Car Driver and so on. Grid Autosport and Race Driver Grid. Okay, well, there you go. That was part of the TOCA series. I always loved the TOCA series.
They were good.
So that's cool. Sensible World of Soccer. That Dino Dini's kickoff was a bit of a flop when it came out, so now you've got the option to go and play the original, although I vaguely remember when that came out on 360 Arcade, reports of there being some sort of issue with the feel of that thing.
Bullbaggery.
So, yeah, probably take a look at that before you take the plunge on on that game. And Fable Heroes, of course, as well. So that's a few more games backwards compatible. And finally from me, buddy, there's been a massive Skyrim VR patch on PS4 this week, solely designed to improve graphical fidelity on that game. I've been watching some comparison stuff on YouTube and read some bits and pieces from people who have jumped in on that, and they say it genuinely is substantial, like a sort of 25% increase in performance and fidelity.
Okay.
I think that it's safe to say that is the next title on my list, on my VR list. Been getting a bit of a hankering. I have to say, the last few weeks where it's been consistently 28 to 30 degrees every day in England.
Yeah, you don't want to strap something on your face.
I have not been playing VR. No, I haven't.
Yeah, sweaty face.
That's not what you really want, just constantly demisting all the fucking time. And even if it wasn't misting up, the idea of strapping a piece of hardware on your face in that sort of heat, not the best. I doubt this thing sells particularly well around the equator, buddy. Let's put it that way. But either way, I want that, and I'm looking forward to getting it. So there we are. Just waiting for it to go down. I think it's still like 55 quid or something at the moment on the store.
Wow.
I know it's the whole game of Skyrim in VR, but at the same time, like, fuck off.
It's Skyrim, yeah.
I'll give you 25 for that and not a penny more. So
exactly.
There we are. So that's my news, buddy. I think it's probably time to hand over to you for my favourite section, and I'm sure the listeners as well. And that, of course, is Ash's News Favourite Things of the Week.
If you like news but hate information, you have found the right place. Ash's News Favourite Thing of the Week.
Cheers, buddy. A few things this week coming at you. First of all, Microsoft could be working with Razer, old peripheral company Razer, to bring keyboard support to Xbox One.
Okay.
Turning more into a PC every day.
Yeah, I tried to plug my keyboard and mouse into the PlayStation for Arc, by the way.
And
the only thing that works is the keyboard when you're searching your inventory.
Cool.
Or typing in the chat.
I'm just going to ask you one quick question. Have you literally just turned off all the lights and shut the curtains?
No, it's just got like super dark and I've been waiting
you
for
are
a break
literally
in proceedings.
In pitch black right now.
I was going to wait until you'd done this bit and then I was going to go and turn the lamp
don't.
on. Hang on.
No, don't. Just, it's very off-putting. I can't... I mean, I can see... Oh, there we have light. There we go. Thank you very much. Oh,
hello.
Next, China, that place.
China.
That we spoke about it early, which was weird. Talking about the capital and things in that pub quiz section we did.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, did you know that they had restrictions on gaming consoles? Dating back to... so you couldn't buy a games console in China pretty much for the past, 18 years? I'm just spitballing here. It was a long time anyway. Let me have a quick look. Here we go. A long time ban on consoles has been completely lifted after a pilot reform program that started in 2014 was deemed a success. So there you go. Yeah, it took effect in 2000 and you couldn't buy games consoles in China unless you bought them on the black market.
Bizarre.
Yeah, but obviously you could do like PC and mobile gaming and stuff like that, and that's why China loved that. But now, Chinese people in China, or any kind of people, I guess, not just Chinese, people in China can buy games consoles now, so that's kind of cool.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, welcome to the year 2018. I'd buy... Probably China would like the old PlayStation with the Jap exclusives, I reckon.
Yeah, I suppose so. Certainly Xbox has never sold particularly well in that part of the world.
No, definitely not. What else have we got? Oh, CG Project Red, or however you meant to say it. Project Red.
Yeah.
Those guys that are making Cyberpunk 2077, I think that's the name coming out. Yeah, there's hints that they're hiring for something that sounds like a multiplayer role. So, it looks like they're trying to hire people for a multiplayer component for Cyberpunk 2077. Interesting. Trying to see if there's any more details. There is not. There you go. So there you go. Finally, buddy, this is more of a questionable topic or something we can talk about if we want or not. Who cares? Some dude said, just some random dude, probably someone important, I don't know. This was just a thing. There was a high likelihood that video game revenue will be 100% digital by 2022. So 4 years, or 3.5 years. What do you reckon on that? All digital by then?
No, the internet just won't be there across the whole globe.
Of course it won't. This guy's an idiot.
No. I think that there's a good chance that could happen across the next 4 years in the West. Certainly, countries like our country, and I mean, I don't know really what the state of play is across
Apparently,
Europe
the
and States,
physical market is shrinking roughly 10 points, whatever 10 points is, per year.
It's dropping substantially.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an entirely plausible possibility that when the new consoles come out in 2 years' time, they don't have disc drives. I mean, it would be an outrageous and bold thing to do, but we aren't very far off of that sort of situation. I mean, it's the next logical step. It cuts the cost down, it makes cooling easier, and if the market's shifting the way that it is, then why not? Or what about flogging a fucking Blu-ray player peripheral like the old plug-in ones you got on laptops and stuff, so that not everyone, has to fork out. So
your console is like modular based, so you
to a degree,
save money by not buying that. Yeah,
just a USB DVD drive type thing.
I'd do that. I mean, if it saves me money, I wouldn't buy a fucking disc drive. I'd be like, get that fucking thing out of there, save me some cash money.
The only thing that's stopping this right now is the internet across the globe in various different countries. Of course, everything will go digital completely. But 4 years, I think things tend to move a little slower than you expect, and I think that may well be the case here. I do worry when everything does go completely digital. Like, if the only place you could get PlayStation games was the PlayStation Store, then there's no competition, there's no incentive for Sony to have competitive pricing on their games.
No. I mean, luckily they do a lot of sales, and they are normally pretty decent, yes.
Yeah, but they're rivaling high street retailers at the moment. What if those high street retailers weren't there,
Yep.
That's quite a frightening thing. I mean,
if they took the ability to, that's what I was going to say. If they take the ability to purchase keys from retailers or online stores, then we are fucked, like you said.
Yeah, and I don't see any reason why they would make it so that you could flog keys on stores. Why would they give themselves competition? It's a can of worms. It's a little worrying, really. I think Sony have been pretty good with their store on the PlayStation 4. I think, as you say, pretty competitive, lots of good sales. That's one thing that they seem to have done pretty well this gen, and as I understand it, have done better than Microsoft have on the Xbox. But yeah, it's worrying times ahead if competition dies.
Yeah, no one likes change, buddy.
No, Gibbons.
And so, there you go. I just thought I'd end it with a little topical debate. Or not really, but, So, mate, that's my news favourite things this week.
Well, thank you very much, buddy. That was your news. Before that was my news. And that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, was the news. And now it's time for Out This Week.
That's out this week. What we got, buddy?
Well, I've just been refreshing the Twitter page of Major Nelson for some time because apparently he is going to announce July's Games for Gold, and it's supposed to be happening imminently, but unfortunately it hasn't happened yet.
What a cunt.
I know, like, seriously. Sort your fucking life out. Unbelievable. So yeah, no, that's really annoying. I'm going to keep looking at that.
Oh, don't worry, mate. I'm going to refresh the shit out of this
Yeah,
page.
keep
you
an eye
crack on. I'll do that, don't you worry.
It's imminent. But yeah, anyway, what we do have is PS Plus, which is serendipitous, buddy. Of course, next week being the first Tuesday of the month, so we'll get those PS Plus games, and they are Absolver for the PS4, Heavy Rain for the PS4, Rayman HD on PS3, Extreme Exorcism on PS3, your Vita game is Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma, and the Vita PS4 crossplay game is Space Overlords. So, as usual, we'll basically ignore the PS3 and the Vita games and just talk about the PS4 games, because that's really where Sony's going up against Microsoft if this is a competition, which of course it is, buddy, because
Of course it is.
these
They're
are
in
the two major
competition.
platform holders.
That's what they do. Yeah.
So what do you make of that? Absolver, of course, is the samurai martial arts hand-to-hand
Online.
combat
Yeah.
thingy.
Yeah.
Mixed reviews. Like, a lot of people really loved the mechanics, but thought it was a little bit half-baked. I'm interested to try it out. I think it looked pretty cool. All this sort of, like hand-to-hand martial arty sort of combat. Pretty cool. Heavy Rain can get fucked, obviously. What about you, buddy? What do you think of those two?
There's a bunch of ball bags. I mean, another David Cage game. What was the last one we had? Beyond Two something.
Beyond Two Souls. I don't know that I even.
I
added that.
downloaded it and thought I'll play that, and then fucked it off because fuck that game. Heavy Rain, I played it on the PS3 for a few hours and deleted it because it was bad. It wasn't bad. It was just fucking wank. I don't know if that's any better than being bad. And yeah, I don't know about Absolver. I'll load it up and probably play it for 10 minutes and then turn it off, I reckon. Unfortunately, I'm sure it's a good game. No, it's terrible, to be honest. Absolute fucking shit. I mean, last month we got XCOM 2 and Trials Fusion, two really good games. Not that I played them. Well, I played the shit out of Trials Fusion, but that was when I bought it, when it came out.
Yeah.
But XCOM 2's there, and I have it now when I want to play it, though. That's the nice thing. These games, I just don't care about them.
No, I downloaded XCOM as well, and that's obviously like a good game that I'm definitely going to give a go. I know Funk was well into that. He said it's pretty cool. I'd love if that had some co-op. That'd be pretty cool. If you could do 2v2s with squads, like that'd be
very, very cool.
pretty exciting.
Really nice.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'll play Absolver. Whether I like it or not remains to be seen. And as I said, Heavy Rain, get fucked. Just shit off.
Yeah, buddy.
No news from Larry Herb, aka Major Nelson, at this point.
I'm spamming it.
He
I
did
mean, if it's there by the
announce
end, we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. He did announce some new Game Pass titles for July. Fallout 3, Oblivion, and Warhammer Vermintide 2, when it launches on the 11th of July, will immediately be part of that. Man, that service. I want that service. I want an Xbox.
Yeah.
Shit the bed. Man, anyway, there you go. Actual games that are out this week, as in full-blown releases that aren't given away as part of subscription services, we have very little. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered, the remaster nobody asked for. Mushroom Wars 2 on the Switch, and Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr glorified DLC pack. So you've got a remaster, Mushroom Wars 2 on the Switch, and essentially a DLC. We very, very much are in the summer drought, like absolutely balls deep in the summer drought right now. Just waiting for something to pop up and Dead Island Syndrome all over us. So
yeah, it's looking like Pez. Like I went on the store and I'm like, there's nothing. Obviously, luckily I've got Destiny 2 Forsaken coming out at like the beginning of September. But I mean, there's nothing till like October, which is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I really haven't seen anything obvious.
Nothing.
We spoke about how Norman Sky, when it launches on the Xbox in July, that could sell really well with all of the work that they've done on it. But I still think that thing's been very much poisoned, and probably rightly so, by its original release. Yeah,
I see that.
We Happy Few, where everything we've seen of that suggests it's not going to be anything special at all. That's the only one. I mean, in terms of stuff I actually like the look of as well, like other than the franchises, obviously I'd like Pairs, I'd like F1 and so on. That Strange Brigade, I keep seeing previews and stuff of that thing, and I have to say I quite like the look of it. Have you seen any of that, buddy?
Probably, but I can't remember off the tip of my tongue right now.
It's from Rebellion. It's the Sniper Elite guys, but it's a 4-player co-op, like first-person puzzle adventure game. And it's got a sort of Indiana Jones sort of thing going on, but there's environmental puzzles and that sort of thing. It's like like that sort of Lara Croft Temple of Osiris, but first-person shooter from the guys who did, the Sniper Elite franchise. It looks quite cool. It's got quite a funny trailer, and there was some gameplay at E3. That's coming on the 28th of August on all platforms. I think that's worth keeping an eye on, because those guys have just been gradually getting better and better at making video games. And this genuinely looks quite cool. Like, something that I want to play. Certainly co-op games, especially with more than 2 people.
Yeah. I think, man, it looks interesting, to be honest. You're right. It does look pretty cool.
That could be a bit of a sleeper hit, that. And Sniper Elite games have come out and sort of Dead Island Syndromed it in the past, so worth keeping an eye on those. But yeah, other than that, buddies, that is out this week, for what it's worth.
That's out this week. Yeah.
And now it's time for Fuckwit Corner.
Fuckwit Corner with Funk. Fuckwit Corner with Funk. He's got some questions for Funk.
Has he got any questions, buddy?
No. Funk just says this. I asked him if he had anything for the podcast this week, and he just said, just fucking Ark, buddy. Ark.
Enough said.
There you go. So we will move on. Funk loves that fucking game. I couldn't believe it. We were playing it last night. We moved to a new base on the beach, where it's going to be our main base now. Like, we've made a proper concrete structure there, piped it in so we can get a drink and so on. Logged back in today, buddy, at like 5:30. He'd put like 2 more stories on the house. He'd collected all manner of shit. Like, man, the man's on a mission. He loves that game.
He's got a job to do.
He's playing that thing right now. He's playing that thing right now.
He's playing it right now.
So yeah, thanks very much, Funk, for teaching me how to play that game, as well as for your comment.
Nice.
Every week we end the show with questions and comments sent in by you. If you've got anything for us, just pop an email to the jfgpodcast@gmail.com or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at justforgamers.co.uk.
Now Now it's time for JfG Street Beat.
You got a question we wanna know. Street Beat. Facebook, Twitter, we're on them all. So hit us up and be on the show. Street Beat. The JfG Street Beat.
Street Beat.
We wanna know.
Get on the show.
Get on the show. Some people have got on the show, buddy. Firstly, something from the Octopizzle here, friend of the podcast, PJ. He says this. I was interested to hear your VR football experience. It sounded really cool. Are there any other sports you'd like to see them do something similar for? F1 maybe? And Funk chipped in with, Alonso helmet cam, please. I'm not sure which helmet he means there, buddy, but...
Ooh, dong.
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 So yeah, I've watched another couple of games in VR on the BBC app. I really like it. Like it's fucking cool. We've got people coming over tomorrow, and I'm tempted to bust out the VR headset and pass it around, but I think I probably need to bring in a second TV for the people who aren't in the headset. So because this all you can see on the screen as they're looking around, you're going to be seeing that as well, except in fucking letterbox and low def. So not the best, but yeah.
Just when you're on.
I can imagine F1 would be pretty fucking cool. Like if you had one of those cameras on every car, if you could get into that sort of above the cockpit view on all of the different cars, that's gotta be pretty fucking cool. Like there's some YouTube videos of VR racing that you can kind of get just attached to, but any sort of fucking problems with the connection, buddy, or the camera bouncing around or anything when you're driving along at like 180 in VR, if that thing starts breaking up, vibrating, like swaying, anything, like it's Chundertown.
Oh god, yeah,
absolute
that's not gonna be good,
Chundertown. So I think that would be cool. Like and you could maybe switch to, it's all the different cameras. Like imagine you could switch to like the chopper cam over the race circuit as they're like following the cars up the straights and stuff. Like I really think like sports wise this thing's got a massive future, even if companies like Sony don't pull their fingers out their asses and fucking support it properly. But yeah, it's, I don't know what other sports. I mean, obviously like it would work for any field sports.
Yeah, because obviously you can just sit there and watch it. I'm just trying to think of ones that you might be able to get more involved with, but like you say, if there's the judder thing, you're just going to be like,
yeah, you got to be careful. But if they smooth things out, like GoPros are pretty good these days, so
yeah,
yeah, like any of the field sports, certainly the Olympics would benefit from this. I mean, especially in like, you know, you think about being in the Olympic Stadium, you've got all the different
Red
sports.
Bull thing in the planes?
Oh, the Red Bull Air Race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Because that's a seated position. You're just sitting there.
It's perfect. Anything involving a vehicle is ripe for VR. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Because you want that thing where you're just seated. You don't want things like moving around. You want to kind of trying to immerse yourself into it as much as you can.
Absolutely. Like as much as I'm enjoying the football on VR, like there's so much more they could do with it. You've only got 3 fixed positions. Like you could have 10. You could have the option to, like, all of the World Cup stadiums have got that like 3D ball camera that's on the like grid of wiring, so that it can be above the pitch and moving around.
Yeah.
Like you could have the opportunity to connect to that. Like as tech gets better, as Wi-Fi gets better, and like the Internet of Things gets better, then you're going to be in a position where you can just switch from camera to camera. F1's a good shout. I think it's conducive to most sports, like genuinely most sports.
Bobsleigh,
yeah, fucking damn right. Like I've done bobsleigh runs in the VR as well on YouTube.
Ooh.
Like it's cool. It's fucking cool. So yeah, very, very good stuff. Yeah, very cool. There's definitely a big future there. Big future.
Gibbons.
So thanks very much, PJ. And finally, buddy, from a certain competition winner.
Indeed.
Mike Strider, who says, wait, what? This is amazing. I've been telling my friends I plan on buying this game someday. Today is that day. Thanks. I wouldn't buy it at this point, buddy. We're about to give it to you. But fucking another happy customer there, buddy.
Free games.
Free games.
There you go. So that's what you've done. Well, those days are long gone now. You have to need to go onto glimmer.io and try and get free games that way. Or not. Who cares?
Yeah, you got in there before we decided to start harvesting people.
Yeah.
Good stuff. It should feel extra special now, Mike, because the deal's off at this point. You got in there just in time. And,
to be honest, I still need to get in contact with JJ and be like, do you want Burnout? Because I feel like I owe him it now.
Givens. Well, thank you very much, Mike, and hope you enjoy your wonderful gaming experiences, courtesy of the JFG podcast
and JJ.
Mainly him.
Mainly JJ, yeah.
So, thanks very much, everyone, for your contributions this week. So I think that'll about do us, buddy, for episode 169. And what a lovely time we've had. How beautiful it's been.
It's been amazing.
It's been absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
It's been incredible.
I really enjoyed myself.
Absolutely beautiful thing. What do you think Funk will have built during this podcast, buddy?
I dread to think. I mean, literally, I said to him the other day, I was like, you just need to build Jurassic Park here, don't you, really? You know, just made loads of areas and have dinosaurs in them, and then, Jurassic Park.
It's the possibilities are endless, and we're only on one island. There's loads of other ones you can go to that you'd get mulched in.
Dangerous.
Yeah. It's how customizable it is as well, because it's that PC game. Like, you can create a new map and change everything. You can change the length of the night cycle and the day cycle, and you can give all the players like 10,000 health, so that it's a much easier game. So you can just take hits from everything.
That option.
You can give yourself any item as well. Like, it's got a proper sort of creative mode to it. But yeah, the sort of rock hard standard survival has been serving us very, very well. And I'd imagine we'll probably go and play that now, won't we, buddy?
I reckon so. Dip our toes in.
Fucking beautiful. Well, let's go and do that. It only remains for me to tell the dear listeners the various myriad of places where they can find out stuff about us, listen to stuff, look at old videos, generally just sort of time waste, which is in everyone's best interests. Firstly, the JfGpodcast.co.uk. You can find us there. We're on their social medias like Facebook /the JFG Podcast and Twitter @the JFG Podcast. We're on the video streaming sites as well, buddies. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on twitch.tv /the JFG Podcast. Mixer.com, aka beam.fucking-pro. We're on there as the JFG Podcast as well. You can find us on your console, your PS4. We've got a community on there you can come and join. We've got our Discord channel. You can find that on the website. If you want to contribute to the show, then head over to the website and head into the Street Beat section.
Can I opt out of that?
Which one do you want to opt out of, buddy?
The contributing to the show.
You don't want to contribute?
No, not anymore.
Okay, buddy. Absolutely. Fair enough. The onus is on me now and our listeners. I'd appreciate it if you could get some ideas in, stat buddies, because Ash will no longer be contributing to the show and I might need some help. So what you've done there, buddy. Good stuff. We're also on SoundCloud for no reason whatsoever, so don't even bother with it. And we're also on Google Plus, if that is how you choose to live your lives. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. We're off to a dinosaur island. We'll catch you next time. Until then, I've been Alex. He has been Ash.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
You've been listening to the JFG Podcast with Ash and me, Alex. To find out more, head to www.justforgamers.co.uk, Facebook /the JFG Podcast, or Twitter, where we are @the JFG Podcast. Episodes go live every Sunday, and if you could pop onto iTunes and write us a quick review, we would love every inch of you, even if you got old and fat. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.